evening as we come to the teacher's introduction. I'm going to introduce the teacher. Clara Hsu, just give her a nice round of applause right now. Come on. And I was reflecting about what I might say, and then I left the note that I had at home. So there you go. But I think I've known Clara for almost 20 years or close to 20 or something like that. Yeah. And it's like, I didn't realize I'd known this person that long. And over those years, I've shared poetry with her, her with me. We've done poetry writing together. We've been here. She was here before I was here, so that's a long time. And what I'd like to say about her style or presentation, it might be quiet, but it is not quiet. I mean, you know, you listen to what is said and you're going, oh, and meanwhile it's very, very soft, very nice. She's worked with other poets, Jack Foley's, they did duets together, they've done them here. She has...
Great Pond.
Huh?
Done it with Great Pond.
Oh, and also with Great Ponds, thank you very much. And then also the Clarion Center for the Performing Arts is her baby, so that is a place where plays are done. We saw Dial In for Murder there not that long ago with a after party that was really great. I sang on the stage, Magdalene. But her poetry, to just get back to that, is beautiful. It's crafted, it's careful, and she uses, I mean, she doesn't go off with these highfalutin forms or languages. She has intimate and simple language that gets in and rattles around and makes changes. She reaches the heart, the mind, the soul. She has the whole package there. And since now you might want to say, will you be quiet? I will now be quiet, and she will come up here and entertain you intelligently with soulful imprecations of music. Give her a round of applause as she's up here.
Let me make sure this is good.
So much.
Okay.
Well, then it's right that we've known each other close to 20 years. I started coming to Sacred Grounds in 2001. You weren't there yet.
Yeah.
So the only person that was there was Owen Dunkel.
Come around there, Owen.
And I couldn't remember anybody else, but I think Owen was the one. Maybe Ed, but I didn't meet you in the first time when I was here. Since then, it really has changed. The people have changed. And I thought that for National Poetry Month, I'd like to pay tribute to the Sacred Grounds poet who has gone before us. And I started writing elegies for each one of them. And I have compiled a long poem, and I called it Passacaglia for the Dead. Passacaglia is a musical form that has a constant bass line. And so I would like to do that. The people that you hear, these were all Sacred Grounds poet, and I had a suspicious feeling that I must have missed one or two, and I did miss two. One of them is Leonard Irving. Sorry, Leonard, I don't have a poem for you. And then the other one is Freeman.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right.
Waiting. I look for you among the pedestrians, an idol in the cafe which you frequented. But no matter how slowly I sip my coffee and nibble at my sandwich, you are not to pass by and discover that I am waiting on this slightly rainy day when grayness dominates the skyline and the vast internal space. My cup is empty. My plate has few crumbs. I am to carry my wanting to the street, to the car, to the place I work, to the house I sleep and wake. Passacaglia for the dead. Timor mortis conturbit me. K.L. Hill. First thunder, growling hungrily, spits of rain, warning of change. Fallen leaf beside the glass jar, empty seat in the cafe, and the low murmur among poets that tonight would be different. It has come to pass, the wind kicks up. He won't be seen again. Timor mortis conturbit me. Syria wit. Sometimes it is necessary to come down the hill and be with people. It is not out of loneliness, but a call to be the mosaic's interlocking piece. Then break away from the knit with millions of other pieces, the porcelain skin, the unsteady gait, the halting speech, die cast, reshuffle into the puzzle without a name. Timor mortis conturbit me. Johanna Wedgwood. Johanna, queen of the woodland, keeper of the sacred grounds, your poetic gremlins salute you. For 2 decades you sat among us, splendid in your silver mane and moss green raiment. With each turn of your dial, we were given time. Johanna, the great monarch bear, has summoned you. You rise, knees pulsing, arms swinging, chanting verses that are 2,000 years old, giving birth to the next century's child. Johanna, Druid, we praise you for your walk on earth, the impression you have left on our hearts. Johanna of grace, Johanna of compassion, Johanna of love, Johanna of peace, Johanna of heart magic, Johanna of brain quake, Johanna of light. Timor mortis conturbit me. Carlos Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
Langston was found in El Salvador. Great big frosty beard. Discovered on the library shelf. Langston Hughes, dances in schoolyards. They called him Santa Claus. Silver liquid drops, he loved the rain. Pete Seeger was found in Dolores Park. White sleeveless undershirt, mine troop. On the 4th of July, Pete held his arms up, turn, turn, turn. Sun on his brown skin, sun in his brown eyes. El Poeta de la Treinta, shy in front of the midwife. She penciled a question mark, a spark, a mite, each leaf a time. Carlos, don't be afraid. He came out, woohoo! Swore not to grow up. El Zapote met an angel rolling down the slope, pushing an ice cream truck. Timor mortis conturbit me. Steve Mackin.
Oh.
The wounded god chuckled, picked up his fog latte triple shots, threw down a stack of poems and walked out. Runt backward water, gray painted windows, blackened leaves affixed on cold panes. A lone crow stood on the thin line between the city and the sea. Timor mortis conturbit me. HD Mo, blessed beatitude, death day is birthday, shooby-doo tiddly-winked, baby beat in a stammering rocket, latitudinal attitude, the world appease. Syncopated synchronicity, go gentle, Uros, in the Japanese silk kimono. Giddy up from word pools, sand, pearls, mirages, charades, deep burp, bleep, blink. Thinking dreams, waking blackouts, we tread on thin vapors, wild roller coasters, Mo's translations. Timor mortis conturbit me. Marsha Campbell. Each shortened day, a nightmare recurring. Don't let it use you. When the sun grows cold, there are other suns. Velvet is your cloak. The dagger, use it for clearing. Timor mortis conturbit me. Dawn Brennan. Have you gone to the earth of no death, where peach blossom petals flow downstream, and laughter of a tranquil heart trails behind your head? Are you on a bus with a goat in your arms, watching the solitary thistledown rise and float away? The many miles you have walked with anguish were not without joy. There was too much love for everyone, but yourself was forgotten in the hurry-scurry. Dawn, leave a little piece of goodness to me. Timor mortis conturbit me. Joel Fallon. Down Chinatown hills, the Green Street marching band, trumpets and trombones, nearer, my God, to thee. Nearer your body, to the green hills of Benicia, the soil and seeds that bring forth life. Nearer, your voice booming under the earth crust. What is the excuse for not getting up? We ate salt and pepper chicken wings at Capitol Restaurant. We laughed at the traffic congestion, the funeral procession, the last rite, the last look around, the last trumpet sounding out of tune, the damn cancer that took you. What is the excuse for not loving? Even in death, you are more alive than ever. Timor mortis conturbit me. Vince Storti. Little things. Meeting your eyes, meeting them again. Little things. A name, a cordial conversation, an invitation, a picnic in the sun. Little things. The zen of drawing, reading poetry, arguing about a verse, eating spaghetti, drinking tea. Little things. Sharing stories, listening to a work in progress that has spanned 40 years. It is little things that deepens friendship. It is little things that I think of you. Timor mortis conturbit me. Aura Jambalaya. She never wrote a word. She never recited a verse. She fed the poets, turned them into Cajuns, and uttered as they moan for more. Food is poetry. Timor mortis conturbit me. The fear of death disturbs me. Poets from the cold, sacred grounds in the light. Wednesday night in the city, magic still brews. Ink-soaked papers, creased inside shirt pockets, pants pockets, coat pockets, and pocketbooks have mouths. Mouths that articulate sounds from native soil to distant lands. Mouths that ride on bikes and in cars. The number 21 Hayes bus driver sees El Duende, white hair and beard, dances his way into the sacred grounds, kisses the old druidess and her flowing hair as the wounded god hollers, hear ye, to the first unfolding of words. Ghosts now, they still occupy their seats. For over 40 years, the dark green divans hold the weight of poets coming in from the cold. They warm their bodies next to each other, laugh, sing, curse, bicker, mull under the wood-paneled ceiling and bright globe lamps, staring at Marilyn Monroe and second-hand arts, writing furious versions. Sentinels of the sacred space, the lesbians, the Sudanese, the Caucasian, the Chinese, sweep away crumbs, mop up spills, keep the coffee hot and lights burning. Burning for the Buddha of the bayou, for matchless goddess, for the bard of the lower hate, for Coyote and his two-legged nemesis, for Emerson, Shakespeare, Edgar and his Nevermore, for Emily, H.D., Sylvia, and Anne. They keep the lights burning for the harmonica and saxophone jazz, for the out-of-tune guitar and its tremulous songstress. They keep the lights burning on this sacred evening, in this sacred fog city, this sacred grounds cafe, at this sacred hour. They keep the lights burning for the beast, the angel, and the madman. Thank you.
So didn't I tell you, soft voice, but not quiet? Clara Hsu, one more round, please. Just one more. Come on. Great. Very great.